guy here. Here we go. There's the back. Bringing it up. That's not too bad. Okay, let's get that sound going so you can hear me. Alrighty, so what do we need to do? We need to grab this body, and we've got that body. We need to get in there and drill those holes. I've got the drill bit too. I've got black hardware. It's got Mr. Glynn's Cruel Mistress vintage telly pickups, brass saddles, bone nut. It's all good. Where the weed at? What's going on? Thank you for the follow. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Who? Okay, so that's that guy there. But that's to show you that copper-looking red cedar when it really gets polished up. It really looks copperish.
Come here, little guy. Come here, my little boy. Hello. How you doing? How you doing?
To go on top. So that's what we did there. That back's going to be sensational. That is so smooth. Very, very smooth. Ha! Absolutely. They are drums. They're percussion instruments as well as stringed instruments. They can be used. If you watch the old flamenco guys playing, the old Spanish guys, they're doing all that stuff. They're going tippa-tappa, tippa-tippa-dum, ring, 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 tippa-tappa, tippa-tappa, ding, dong, dang. So it's all good. Ding dong dang indeed. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Dana's in the house on a little lonesome. No, who else is on? No one. How you doing, girl? Good to see you. Okay, we've got our body. We've sanded the edges. Look at that. Look at that. All shaped. Rough sanded. We've got to do some finishing sanding, obviously, but the shape is there. We've got our pocket. We've still got to cut the remainder of that out. When we get the lid on, we've got to open that up so that the neck sits in there. What we have done is we have added a heel to the neck. So I've clamped the heel in there, okay, because we're going to need a little bit of a thicker heel to sit in that extra thick frame with the lid, with the cap on it. And we've got the blackwood sides for the cap glued together. So we've got the cap top glued together and they're sitting in the clamps getting glued. So on Monday we'll be able to put the cap on, finish off, cut F-holes and get the body pretty much all in one piece and start on the neck. What's going on? Willie won't go in the house. Okay, today we're going to work on a couple of things. We're going to get a beautiful little cavity cut out here and a cavity cover made up for this guy, preparing for access cavities and what have you. We're going to then, and we're going to also use this template that I've drawn up to, and I'll show you, it's basically the belly cut. I've got to cut that out and make a template so I can reuse on this run so we get consistency with the belly carve, the tummy tuck. So let's get to the bench, let's get started, see who else is on. Marge. Good. Excellent. Bench. We've marked this guy out. We're going to use this template here to shape that. We've also got a piece of, you can see that a bit better there. So I've marked that out. We're going to cut holes in there, drill holes through there, and we're going to route the segment around that ring around there to sit this guy in there. Now this guy isn't the one we're going to use. That's sassafras. For anyone that cares to know, that's sassafras. You've got to whisper it. But what I'm using for that is this piece of blackwood. Okay, we're going to use a little piece of blackwood to match the top. Okay, so we're going to mark out this guy. Which is the same size and shape as the cavity that we've drawn on the body, and we're going to cut this guy out. There he is. Nice little bit of blackwood. Keep another one there for another one. I could make two here. I might just make a run of these. Why don't we make a couple? Why don't we tune a couple in, girls and boys? Why don't we do that? I'll do two and we'll see which one looks better, and we'll use that, and the other one we'll use on another guitar. What do you reckon? I reckon that's the go. That's what I reckon. There we go. Two cavity covers out of blackwood. Get my goggles on so I can read what you guys are saying. Whisper when you say it. That's right. Sibley's in the house. What's going on, bro? Good to see you. Welcome on in. Sassafras. Got to whisper when you say it. See, Willie knows. We've got to cut this guy out, get these guys cut out. We've got to drill some holes in here first, though. So let me grab my trusty inch, 30 mil, inch and a quarter, and that's perfect size for that, inch and a quarter. We'll route the rest clean. I'm going to cut this guy. Let's mark it out. One there. That. We'll put 4 holes in there, route that clean. It should go right through. Should go right through because we don't have the cap on yet. So you're going to see the hole cut out there, but that's okay. Right, drill time. Drill it. We can use a hand drill for this. And the battery's flat. Grab another drill. Get the old Makita out. Use that guy. And away we go. Gently. Very gently. I'm hardly pressing because I don't want to rip the inside out by pushing too far down. Yes, thank you for using your Prime. You are a good man, 23 months. Woohoo! Awesome. Ooh. And that's what happens. It goes bang right through. And we didn't get any tear out, which is good. I might use the spade bit because it is going to rip through a little bit cleaner on the other side. I'll be able to see the point come through. I'll use the spade bit instead. And then I can flip it. that. And cut clean holes without destroying the crap out of the finish. I'm going to saw these little bits off and then I'm going to route that little guy clean. We'll carry on. Another one out. Grab a little saw. I'll probably use the little razor saw. I'll just cut that out with a little Japanese razor saw. Clean that up and then route it clean. Might be a bit big. I'll use the smaller one. I wanted to use this because I know that Lisa loves this saw. Lisa, do you like Japanese draw saws? Haha, guitar learning advice for the room. Yes, look, Restless, I write a lot of music. Having said that, you're probably Mick Jagger, just taking the Mickey out of us, so to speak. Guitar learning, what is it? I've been able to technically play guitar for years. I know a bunch of chords and strumming patterns, but I never learned to put it together in a song. Just think of something that comes into your head, something that you feel. Maybe you want to just tell a story about something you went through. Maybe you just want to tell a story about something that you observed. Make it a little reality documentary. Write a couple of words. You don't have to rhyme it. You love them. I know, Willie. Saw. You love the saw. I'm going to use the little tiny one now, little baby guy, because I need to get in there and it's a little bit too whatsy-do, but this is the right size. Cuts like a knife. I'm going to take these tips off. I'm just trying to save my router bits so that I don't have to route too much. Although mahogany is pretty soft in terms of workability. Okay, we'll do this side as well. Okay. Now we can route that clean. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Let's route that baby clean. I'm going to grab my router. I'm going to pop it up here. We're going to go, and we're going to route it clean. I need to get these edges nice and straight too, eh? First things first, I've got to get this right. Okay. How far down do we need to go? Before we do that routing, we're going to get the little plate guy sorted out. So let me put this away. Pop that over here. And I'm going to get this guy cut up and measured out so that I know how thick to go. It looks about 4 millimeters or so. Not quite 1/4 inch. It's probably about, I don't know, 3/16 or something like that. 1/8. Oh, I don't know, maybe a bit more than that. Let's cut that down there. I'm just going to do that on the bandsaw quickly. And then we're going to do a fit, see which one looks better. You guys can help me decide. Look at that. Stunning, isn't it? Tasmanian blackwood. Very nice. What kind of wood? There's all the woods there. I'll just show you guys. There's the body is mahogany. Okay, chambered. We've got the neck is also mahogany. I've clamped a heel on there to make that heel twice as thick. We've got a nice deep pocket in here. We need to get a heel, but the fretboard is rosewood, and I've got mother of pearl dots in there and a little bit of abalone. The body cap is Tasmanian blackwood, similar to this, but it's figured it's got some flame, and that's in the clamps in the other room at the moment, in the sash clamps getting glued together. No, we're leaving this bit of wood here. This piece of wood here is to hold, to glue all these edges here, and this bit will act as a base to glue the cap on top like that. There's going to be a cap glued on top, covering the whole body, and then we're going to carve that cap to give it a nice round shape. This also is a base to screw the bridge in, and 2 pickup cavities are getting cut out here to put the pickups in. So we need a little bit of wood, and also the neck up against that vibration will resonate through to the neck as well. So we've got a little bit of solid spine in there. We need to leave a little bit of a solid spine in there to get some nice vibration. This is all hollowed out, so you're going to get a nice acoustic resonance, but also lightweight. It's taking a little bit of the weight out, but we need that beam through there to give us a nice solid vibrational extension of that neck. Yes, this is electric. This is definitely electric, okay? Okay, let me cut this out on the bandsaw. I'll be back in a second. We got 2 bits. Let's have a look. Which one is better, guys and girls? A or B? A is that one there. A. B. I like B because it's got a lot more variety. B, it's got more stripiness and stuff happening. Which one? I think B. Ha! It's just, everyone's qualified to answer. Everyone is qualified to answer. Whoops. What happened there? I dropped it. Never mind. We're not going to use that one anyway. Here it is. Keep that for another day. I'll save that one for another day. We're going to go with this one. I like that. Do you like that, Dana? Dana would like that. I like A. You like A? You like this guy here? There's that and there's that. Okay. I'm not fast. It's all nice. B for me. Yep. Yeah, look, yeah. I really like B. I like that. I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to use this one on another one anyway, so it's not going to waste. But for argument's sake, I'm going to use that. I'm just going to go and sand this guy. So I'm going to pop over there. Just on the floor there, just quickly sand this. I need a mask. Mask on. Take the fat hat off. I'm not getting it wrong. Mario, what's going on? Let it be, let it be. That's so funny. Okay. Right, let's go and sand this guy. That's it. Let's have a look at that. Here we go. I'm going to thin that out a little bit. It's a little bit uneven. Let me get this back to the sander and thin that out. we've got a good thickness on that now. And measure that. Calipers. .45. Okay. That's 5/16. Now we can route that channel to take that cap. I'm going to sand those edges. Let me take this mask off. Oh. So we've got to clean that out. I've also got to then route that and recess that cavity so that this guy sits in there like that, okay? That's what we're going to do right now. So, first things first, I need to get my router out. I need to set this up here. I'll probably swing over to the bench and do it there because it's a little bit safer. Put my hat back on, keep my head warm. All right. So I'm going to swing you over to the bench now, and we're going to swing this over, get the router ready. Let's clamp this guy down. Keep it from moving. Good. We need to get this guy cleaned up. I need a straight edge, a couple of straight edges. So I'm going to use this little guy. Let me find a little straight edge that I want to use. It's got to be wide enough to accommodate that. Okay, we're going to use the good old trusty pieces we used the other day. So I'm going to get this guy down here. Like that. So I'm going to stick that guy down. And the reason I'm using a straight edge is because I want a neat hole. We don't want rubbish. We need to be neat and tidy as I can be. That's ironic coming from a man that loves man glitter so much. Okay, grab some tape. Where's that tape? There we go. That ain't going to move. I'm going to give it an extra clamp. One extra clamp. right there just to keep it a little bit more stable. There, and that ain't going anywhere. And we'll just get our router now and we'll just clean that up. And of course we'll flip over and do the other side as well. Grab the router, wherever that may be. Here it is. I put it away yesterday, not thinking that I would need it again today. But it's good practice for such a messy clown like myself. All right. Wim unboxing. Is it Win unboxing? Yes, it is. There it is. No, that's just... Hey, Terry, what's going on? Terry knows the link. She remembers it. What's happening, Tez? Tez McTez? Tez McTez? Okay, I need a... Okay, we're going to replace this guy. Put the big bit. Yeah, we need the big bit. That'll do the job. You fell asleep, Terry. What are you doing? You must be exhausted. We'll recap in a minute, Terry. We'll bring you up to speed, okay? So what we're doing at the moment is we've got this Tasmanian blackwood cap. We're cutting out a cavity at the back for the access for the electronics. And we're doing that. I've got the neck. I'm putting an extra heel on the neck, a thicker heel, because we've got a thicker pocket that we need to do with the top in it. When the top gets glued down, it's going to make that pocket a little bit deeper, about ½ an inch. So I've added a heel where that's fine. And then of course I've got that in the clamps, and I've got that in the top also is in the clamps, getting the two halves together. And while we're waiting for that to dry for the next day, we're going to get this guy routed out. May as well get some caps and stuff done for the body. That's where we're up to. Are you all up to speed now, Terry? Are you with us? Okay. So we're going to route that now. Just hang on, guys. I'll be back in a sec. So did Terry catch up? Terry, are you all caught up now? Do you know what's going on? The vid is in Discord. Yes, it is. It's a good vid too. Clamps. Well, I've got enough clamps on this, so don't start pushing the clamp thing. Otherwise I'll get upset. You don't want me upset. Okay, that's tight. Let's get this hood on there. Let's check this guy. Depth. She's got to come down further. That's just about there. You know what? I'm a doofus. I should use the even longer bit just to give me a little bit extra. It's long enough, but I'm not happy that it's right down at level with it. I want to overshoot the bottom. So let's take this off because I'm a doofus. And we'll put the longer one on there, just temporarily. just for that cut. This big bad boy here. Okay, we're good to go, guys and girls. So, without further ado, let me get my safety gear on. What do I need, Terry? Safety gear. Get my power board. Right, let's do this. It's like Superman in a booth. I need to walk around with a telephone booth just so I can change into my safety gear. Safety man. What's happened here? I've got knots everywhere. It's all mixed up. Okay, we're good. Dawn is in the house. What is going on? Dawny Dawn. Let's go. Gloves. One day I'll make a proper template for this. Might do that next. Couple of clamps. surface. Let me grab a couple of clamps. Okay. That ain't going anywhere. Let's go. I'm going to freehand the rest. Okay, there we have it. Right, we're good. That's that cavity. Now we're going to do the outside of that guy. Okay, so we've got a straight edge up here again. On the outside this time. We'll flip this down. It is a pretty wood. It is very pretty. This is Queensland maple. Sorry, this is Tasmanian ash. No, what is it? Hang on. Tasmanian oak. Tasmanian oak. Okay, that's what this is. Tasmanian oak. Or mountain ash, Victorian ash. Benchmark, Benchmark. Okay. Let's stick this down again. I'll add a clamp just for extra security. There, and that's not going anywhere that I don't want it to go. There we go. Let's get this guy out. Now, I need to go down only as much as the thickness of this guy. 5/16 of an inch. So I need to get a small bit on here. Pull that out. Let's get this little baby guy. Baby guy! Is it the baby guy that we need? Hang on a sec. Maybe not the baby guy, maybe the second baby guy. Yes, the second baby guy will be perfect. Let's adjust the thickness. Just leave it. See how far down it goes. Oh yeah, that's close. That's real close. A little bit less. That might be about right. I'm going to give it a little bit less. There. I'll give that a run. See how we go. That's about right. Or is it? Hang on a sec. Oh, yeah, that's about right. Yep, we'll try that because we can always shave a little bit off if we need to. We don't want to take off too much. We want to take off a little bit. Okay, away we go. Perfect. Should be fine. I need to get this guy done. Straight edge again, same as last time.
And the rest is going to be freehand. Guys and girls, we're going to freehand this guy here. I will make a template so it'll be easier next time. But I'm going to freehand this guy. Set this guy down. Okay. Now, that change over a bit. Use a little guy. Terry, remind me to make a bit. Sorry. Terry, remind me to make a template to cut out access cavities. Thank you. Gatto, what's going on? Rage in the house. going to darken that line. I can't see it very well. Pen. Darken that line a little bit. Better. Better. I can see it now. We'll do it on the tight side, that's okay. Clean up with a chisel. Take off this mask. Whew.
Okay. Grab a chisel. Let's go clean up some of those edges. There's a couple little bumps there where I freehanded it, and that's fine because they're inside the line. I'm going to fix those right now. And then this thing will fit nicely. Make sure there's no little bumps. There's one just there. Ooh, we're nearly there, a little bit tight. A little bit tight, almost there. Almost there. I'm going to take a bit more on this side. Oh man, that is close. That's real close. Very, very fine fibrous stuff now. Man, that's close. Very close. But no cigar. I might just hit that with a router just a little bit more on that side there. So let's just clamp this guy down. Lightly brush that. Just there with the router, just a little bit in there. God, that's close. Yeah, very close. Is the right way? Man, that's close. I want to get it exact. That's why I'm taking my time. Patience. Very, very fine. Marking out where it's touching. Okay, I can see that. Clean that up a little bit more with the rubber. Now we're close. Real close. So get rid of that. Man. Man, oh man. Not bright enough. Turn that around, get some light in there. I just got a very, very small shade to take off. Very small. That'll fit straight in then. Remind me to get a template made up. Terry, it'll save me all this time. Are you onto it? Leslie's in the house. What's going on? Orbie's in the house as well. Good stuff. Lots of good people in the house. Ooh, that's close. Okay. That's our little access hole. So we can flip that out. And that should be just about right. Shade this guy a little bit. sand that off and that should come on. Nearly. Ooh, that's close. Very close. Really tight. Too tight. Done. So sand that guy out. There we go. Nice. Now we're cooking. Took me a while. I've got to get a template made up. Terry, remind me to get a template made up. But there's our Tassie blackwood, Tasmanian blackwood on the back of that guy there. Okay, we've got our little hole remover thingy bob that I always pop in there. And that's nice and flush now, and that'll match the cap that's going on this. Okay, as you can see, that's where the cavity access is going to be for the electronics. So we've got that guy done. Thankfully, thank God. Let's have a break. Let me catch up with this chat. Cowbell, who we got? Gammy Num Nums. Gammy Num Nums, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for being here. Dana with a big 500 bits. Orby with a resub. Thank you very much, Orby. 2 years, 24 months. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that earlier on. Steebly's, of course, with his Prime. Thank you very much for that. You guys are awesome. What have we got? Beep, 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 beep. Have you seen my V? Rage, what kind of a question is that? Do you have a V? Yes, that's the other reason, Willie. It's got we've got Tassie oak on both sides, but you're not going to see the other side once the cap's on, right? So we're not going to see the other side, but that's going to be oiled up, and when that is oiled up, I'll give you a better look at that. When that guy's oiled up, it's going to look magnifique, as the French say. So that's our little guy there. Okay, we're going to sand that out and just give that a little bit of a, take that edge off there, just make it a nice, comfortable little thumb hole or finger hole to get your finger in there and pull that out. Just got to file that out, give that a little bit of a sanding. I might just do that right now. Nice tight fit, nice snug fit. Let's grab our little roll of paper. We'll grab some of this stuff. We'll roll it over, Beethoven. Roll over Beethoven. Just take the edges off. finger in there and pull that guy out where we want to. I'm going to shave that down a little bit. It's a little bit on the tight side. I'm going to make sure it's not so tight, but it's a really good fit. It's a very, very good fit, so we're good there. Time does fly, my friend, exactly. I'll post a picture of what I'm working on Discord. Rage, you do that, I'm hanging out to see it. What is going on with Rage and his V? What does it all mean? I'm sure there's something. While that's in there, let's put some holes in, right? Let's get a drill and drill our screw holes for this guy. We may as well while we've got it in position. So I need a very small drill bit. This one will be fine. 5/64, about 2 mil, I'd say, in the metric. That'll get us some nice screw holes into there. And we want to countersink that guy, so I'm going to grab my little countersink doobie whackers. They're all mixed up. Nicely. Just gently. There we go. And that will take a couple of nice screws and they'll be flush. Yeah, a couple of little flathead screws will go straight in there and screw that guy in. What does it all mean? Have you ever done the magnet thing? Rage, I haven't done the magnet thing. You mean put a plate in there and a magnet on the back of this? Or a magnet strip? No, I haven't. I like to use screws. The magnet thing is a good thing. I mean, whatever works, you know. Whatever works is fine. I don't normally do the magnet thing. What I need to do is shave the edges of this guy. Just get it a little bit, not as snug. It's a little bit too tight for my liking. I'm just going to take a little bit off the edges there. Just a touch. When this thing gets oiled, it's going to get thicker as well, so I've got to accommodate that. But then again, I can always strip the oil off the edges. It doesn't need to be there. I mean, once it's sealed, it's sealed. These end bits here, I think. Oh, actually, the wrong way. Perhaps if I put it in the right way. Yeah, just that end bit there. Tight just in there. I'm going to clean that up. Put a bit of sandpaper in there. There it is. That's better. There we go. That's a lot better. Still a bit tight. I can't really do it with my finger. The objective is to be able to get it out with your finger, but that's okay. It's done. That's that guy there. So where are we up to with the neck? Well, the neck's got a new heel going on it. We can take that off now. We can't really do anything with the heel at the moment, but that's our heel all glued up. So you can see I've got a heel, a mahogany heel added to that neck, only because we've got a cap going on here and there's a bit of depth in the pocket. We just need to fill that in. And of course, we're going to do a nice transition carve on the back of this guy, like a set neck carve, but not, it's a bolt on, not a set neck. So we'll do that. The other thing, of course, is the two halves are glued together, and they should be pretty much ready to go. They've been in the clamps for a couple of hours. I need to leave it for another 2 or 3 hours just to make sure it's cured properly. It's 4-hour glue. I'm going to leave that. So let's have a look at that girl. Okay, there she is. There's our little friend. Okay, a little bit of Tasmanian blackwood. On that, mahogany's looks good. I'm going to get that guy sanded out, and of course we're going to get that guy stained with a cedar color, like the other one that I did. I like to redden up the mahogany a little bit. It looks pretty slick when it's all nice and red. We're going to take those edges off a little bit. I'm not going to route them. I'm just going to sand them. Very small bevel, very tiny. Just taking that sharp edge off. I like to keep the lines. What are we going to do now is make a, speaking of templates, which I need to make for that stupid cavity cover, I have got markings of a belly cut there. And I need to cut that out, and we need to mark that in and know where that's going. So I'm going to cut this guy out with a jigsaw. I'm going to sand those edges, and then we're going to apply this. That's what we're going to do, apply it to the body and mark out where it's going to go. I wanted consistency. That's my belly cut, and I want consistency on all these guitars. If I'm going to make a run of them, I want the same cut, identical to each one. So what I'm going to do now is cut this guy out with a jigsaw and prep it to apply that belly cut onto the body. So we'll put the body away for a minute. Let me pack up some of this stuff. We'll get rid of this router. We're done with that guy, thank goodness. I will make a template, of course, to route those things and never ever do it freehand again. Although I do enjoy the challenge of a freehand route. CNC templates. No, Rage, I haven't thought about CNC templates. I could just buy a template and be done with it, but I like to make my own stuff. The problem with me and CNC is I don't have the time. I've tried CNC. I've got a little small one that would make really good templates. I've got a 400 by 300. The bed's about that wide by about that, a foot by about 1.25 feet. It's a nice size for small templates and things, but it takes me hours to program it. I mean, it's easily done with easel or something like that, but by the time I could cut one up and make it myself. So I get it. I get where you're coming from, but I just don't have the inclination. It just doesn't interest me. Unfortunately, it doesn't interest me. But to each their own, as they say. There will be a day where I will use it for something really fiddly, probably for inlays. What about for things like cavity covers? Yeah. I mean, there's one there, right? I marked it out. There's my template. I've got a template. Mark it out, cut it out, sand it. 5 minutes later, I've got this. I've got a template for the cavity covers. I don't have any. I've got a template for the trapezium cavity cover as well, like a Gibson 4-corner trapezoid. I've got one of those as well. But that's all I really need. I don't use half crescents and half moons and things like that, or round covers. I generally just use these little guys because really, at the end of the day, nobody looks at that stuff. I get it though, but if it works, it works. And if I need to make it aesthetically pleasing, I probably will use something like a CNC and cut out something fancy, like a 4-leaf clover if someone wants that, because that'll take a lot more time to get it right by hand. Anyway, we digress. What was I doing? Oh yes, we're going to cut this. Speaking of templates, let's cut this guy out with my little jigsaw. It's okay. I'll show you what we need to do. So we've got this guy here. Let's flick to the bench. Okay, here it is. So what I need to do is cut this guy out. I need to leave a chunk here because I need to take that off. In actual fact, I don't need to do that at all. What I need to do is cut right along the line here and then just mark where I need these ends to go. Yes, exactly. So what I'm going to do is cut right along the line here and get that edge done. Let me grab my saw and I'll cut that. So essentially what this is going to do is this. It's going to overlay cut it out. It's the wrong way. Yeah, let's go that way. So it's going to overlay like that, and I'll have the edge where I can mark where the belly's got to go, the transition curve, that funny horn-shaped thing, and then I'll be able to mark it off, of course, on there and carve the rest of the way. So I'm going to make that template that will go onto that guy there. Let's quickly jigsaw this away. Yeah, oh yeah, I know I can get help from you because you are the guru of CNC. I'm getting jiggy. You're a funny girl, Dawn, in a very, 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 very strange way, but I do like it. You're a funny girl. I'm just going to take it nice and easy. I'm going to leave that line there, and I'm going to leave that line there, because I want to be able to line those ends up with the body of the guitar. That's the same profile as the guitar. What I need to do is cut this guy away here and shape this. Okay. That'll work. We're just going to cut. No, we're going to cut all this out. That's fine. And now I've got to cut this out, and then we just lay that on the edge, and we're good to go. So, a little bit tricky from this one. Need to smooth these edges out. I'll just quickly hit that on the side. So it looks like a moustache. It's like a big mustache. Look at it. Okay, that's what we want. And I'll show you how that works in a minute. I'll just quickly sand this. Okay, so what happens with this guy, this mustache, is we do this. We pop the body down there, the belly cut's going up here, and we basically line that up, like so. Okay. grab a pencil. And that's our cut. And we can do that consistently. Okay, we put that line up there. Lines up with the profile of the guitar. Throw that guy there, and there's our belly cut. So we know where it's going. Easy. You like the mustache? Good, Dawn. I'll twirl the ends. Huh. So that's that guy there, right? That's how we're going to, and I can use this again, and I can call this neo-classical tummy cut. So that's our neo-classical tummy cut template, and that goes in the box of templates. And Bob's your uncle, unless of course he's your auntie, which would make him Roberta. All right. That guy, interesting, right? What can we do with that guy? Is there anything we can do with that guy right now? We can file him away. I'm not going to though, because I'm going to stop right there. It's 12:30 and I need to head off to my other gig. Quickly chat here and see what's going on. See if there's anyone on. Rhinus Leatherwork. Who else is on? Does anyone want a string? Dawn, do you want a string? Terry wants the string, maybe. Terry's onto it. She sent me a DM and it says, and it reads as follows. Once it gets there. Remember to make a template to cut out an access cavity. See that? She never forgets. I forget all the time. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate that. Leaving me little reminders like that. A classical guitar bridge, a mustache bridge. I want to sleep. Okay, go sleep. I'm not going to raid anyone. I'm just going to say goodbye. Guys, take it easy. Have a good weekend. I will be back in 2 days' time. Monday, my time. Sunday, your time. See you then. Take care. Be good to each other. Be good to yourself as well. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Bye for now.